the night? Did you hear a bump in the night? Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Did you hear a bump in the night? Bump in the night. Bump in the night.
So funny.
Oh wow.
Well, that's not the right intro. I made the new intro. I forgot to put it on there. That was from last episode.
Ah, shit.
But Bump the
Off to a
Night
hell of a
presents
start.
Exploring Your Society. Sean Bowman.
Phil K.
We have CD motherfucking Snuts, Christopher
cracking?
Donaldson.
What's
Say what's
going on? What's up?
What up, Megan?
You know, can't call it.
Hell
We're
yeah.
actually all in the same room right now, too.
Mhm.
Where's CD at? There he is.
Yeah,
This is the DUI section here, man. It works out well, though. You know.
So, Mr. Snuts, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am just here to fill some time for you guys. I don't have too much of anything, you know. Just here to talk with y'all, bullshit about something. I don't know.
Why don't you tell people how we met?
Oh, we met making music about shit, fucking 20, it's almost 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
thinking
it's crazy.
about it, it's
Damn.
fucking nuts. Yeah, it was. How was it? Just you hit me up and was like, "Oh, you want to come to the studio and do a song one time?"
I think it was Four Horsemen was the first song you were on with us.
Yeah, it was at me, you, Craig, and Drastic.
Yeah. That was back in your drinking days, too.
Yeah, the good old days. The good old days. Yeah,
CD's sober now. Good for him.
Congratulations, brother.
yeah, it'll be 13 years this year in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it tough? Was it a tough journey?
Not really. At first, I wanted to. You know what I mean? It's like I was a mess, dude. I was a mess. Like,
Oh, man.
I've definitely gotten into some shenanigans with CD. We were just talking about that the other day, how we were down Mario's for his birthday and he fucking poured his beer on some dude's head.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we were up on the second level, and I was feeling great. Just started pouring beers down on people. Like, they're like, "You gotta go." Like, you know, feeling nuts.
And he almost got arrested outside.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
tossed over a garbage can. For
When
no
was this
reason.
again?
Oh man, I don't even remember what birthday it was, but it was one of them. I used to know the guy that ran Town Tavern down South Side. So like every year I'd go down there for my birthday, get like it was supposed to be an hour free drinking, and for me and my guests got like half off prices or whatever. So go down there and drink it turned into like a couple hours, and we venture off after that, and wherever we went, and we went to Mario's, I think it was, and then went upstairs and pouring it down, and then we pouring it down. Like everybody's like, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna fight," and so like, I go outside and just pushed over a garbage can, and there was a cop right there. Get over this wall.
Yeah, it was just me, you, Jay, and Missy, I think, at the time. Like, we were rolling deep earlier, but then when we were Mario's, it was just us four or whatever.
Yeah. I don't remember too much after that. I think we went into Rum Shakers for a quick second. It was like it going, and they were pretty much like, "You gotta go.
Oh,
You gotta go."
So how many bars have you been kicked out of, City?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Probably everyone except for the real nuisance bars. They allow that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Like I was allowed in. What was the name of the bar? Roadhouse. That's the only one I wasn't kicked out of.
That's like that. I remember we went to that ICP show down at Station Square. And I think somebody started like a mosh pit, and you like almost kind of fight, and then you end up passing out. It was like walking right by us and shit.
Yeah, that's why I had to pass out. There's stories like that, dude. Like we went to what concert was it? I forget what it was, but I was up all night the night before, just fucking getting crushed. Even people at the night before, I was like, come down. I think it was Mayhem Fest. They were like,
Oh
they were
man,
like, you're not making it to Mayhem Fest. I was like, bet I make it there. Stayed up all night fucking drinking. We went out there drinking, and as soon as we got there, the Hatebreed was on, and I was like, we gotta get in there. So I ran in and fucking started tearing people up in the mosh pit until I was like, I'm gonna puke. So I ran out of the mosh pit and then I went and took like a little hour nap on the lawn, got up, and continued with the day.
Holy crap! How was Hatebreed? Was it pretty good? Can you?
Oh, they're always great. They
Yeah.
always tear shit up.
I think they're still making music now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I haven't really been listening to or not listening to it, like following.
Yeah.
Shit, like if it pops up, I'm like, let me hear that.
Exactly.
So I got a lot of stories like that. good times.
Oh man, how did you and I meet?
I think it was Scarehouse.
Think so, yeah.
Scarehouse, yeah. It was an experience there as well.
Did you like working there?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I had fun.
Why is it showing me on there?
Other than having to be the bear all year.
Yeah.
But
Trying
it
to
was-
do something. That's why I'm gonna take a second, guys. You guys just talk to me.
It's cool, but it was cool though because I was in the room by myself. There was no other actors with me, so it was like I got to scare everybody by myself, and people didn't because I was 6'4" and the thing up on the ceiling. And yeah, it was cool. I liked it a lot.
Is that your first haunted house you've ever worked at?
Yeah, it was like a whim too. I was just I think it was maybe MySpace.
Yeah.
I was just scrolling there, you want to go through and
I think you're the one that told me actually.
yeah.
Oh,
It was,
wow.
yeah, when I saw it, it was I was like, dude, they're doing auditions. I honestly went down to try and be a makeup guy.
I can see you doing that actually.
Yeah, that's what I
Just
went
because your
down
tattoos
for.
and everything, and
Yeah.
you know.
CD does all kinds of art and shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's what I went down for, and then somehow I became an actor, and I was just like, all right, cool, this is fun. It was just something to do for the weekend or whatever it was when we were doing them.
I always like I always checked out your makeup too, especially during the parades. I'm like, holy crap, that's really fucking good.
Yeah,
CD's the one that actually designed our logo.
Yeah,
Oh, no kidding.
Well, the ghost part.
the ghost part. Yeah,
It's actually now I have the intro on here. That's what I was trying to do.
Do it.
I have the real intro that was supposed to be on.
Yeah, do you ever plan on going back to Scarehouse or anything? Or
I mean, I would, but it's not something I have to do it this. If I did it, it would be randomly. It wouldn't be like when we went. It was every single day, every weekend. Towards the end of the season, it was starting to be oh my god, we gotta go.
it gets very tiring.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Because I
run.
knew exactly what I was going to be. It wasn't that I was going to get to be something else. The second year that I did, I got to be different things, which was kind of cool. But it was at the same time I didn't. It was just it wasn't something that I was super good about. But it was fun. It was definitely an experience, something I could tell people about.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna run the real intro.
Bump in the night. Did you hear a bump in the night? Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Did you hear a bump in the night? Bump in the night. Bump in the night.
We're back with CD.
We did it. We did it.
Can't not make my intro video not play it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy because I met you through Scarehouse. I met him through Scarehouse. So
Yeah, there's a couple people that met through there that I'm still cool with. I wouldn't say hang out cool with, but we're still cool. talk on social media every once in a while.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like the last time I saw you, I was half loaded at a freaking metal concert.
That's what he was saying earlier.
That was like 3-4. That was probably like 3 years ago or something like that, man. I think 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Holy heck! I don't even know what the hell he even said. I was like,
Maybe
"What up,
it might
man?"
have even been a little more. Like
Yeah.
it might have been almost. No, maybe it might have been 3,
Right.
almost 4.
I know it was pre-COVID. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were the one that actually noticed me. I was like, "Whoa, dude, what's up, man? You look good. How you doing, brother?"
Yeah, I was, and it's weird too because usually I'm like not really freaking. If I see somebody, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I'm not really like, hey, what's up, bro? But like, I think I was feeling it that night myself. I think it was probably smoking some fire or something. Like, but yeah, it was a good show too.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I can't even remember that show. Honestly, I mean, not that I didn't like really get loaded or anything. I was just like having a good old time. But you go to so many shows, you just can't remember half the shows you've been to anymore. You know?
Yeah. That especially back then, it was fun. Like going to many. Like I used to go to so many shows, especially like metal shows was like my thing, especially out there. Like I think I got to go see who was it? Dio's last show out there.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, when he was with Heaven and Hell.
Oh, you lucky duck!
It was like I think it was Heaven and Hell, Judas Priest. It was like Monsters of Metal or something.
Nice.
Like that. It was like Motorhead and somebody else I can't remember, but it was a good show. It was awesome. Somehow we got underneath the pavilion and I remember because I was training still at that time, and I remember seeing all like the things falling off and onto these people, and they're all pissed off. Yeah, like, come on, dude.
It happens, you know. It's just like you're having a good time. You just, let loose. I mean, shit. I mean, I've encountered some really out of control people. I'm like, how the hell did they let you in?
Exactly. Like, I've been to shows where people were way worse off than me. I was getting like, I'm like, just headbanging and like lost my balance. Like, I got one foot on the chair that moves and one on the back of the chair in front of me, drunk trying to headbang. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
So you got some new ink over there, CD?
Yeah.
Oh, I just know that. Yeah, that's really cool.
How many tattoos you got?
Too many to count. I stopped keeping count a long time ago.
CD used to do tattoos too.
Yeah, I can. I just don't. Like I can for sure, but it's too much of a trying to get people to come over and because I'm not great at it by any means. Like I could do lines, I could do it, but like the shading stuff, I haven't really tapped into that yet.
See, you know what you should do is you should tattoo us with the bump logo. 'Cause
Dude.
you're the one who fucking designed it. We want to get it tattooed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I could do that.
I don't have
for
any
sure.
tattoos at all. Just because I'm too lazy and I'm too broke.
You have your own equipment in that too, right?
What's that?
You have your own equipment.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I could definitely do that, especially just like the outline. Yeah, for sure.
I tell you what, though, I love black. Just like regular tattoos, like not a lot of color, just
Yeah. Well, honestly, when I first got into tattoos, it was basically I was into black and white gray wash and stuff like that. That's how I wanted all my tattoos. And then I got this like Scarface tattoo on my arm. It says like "Make way for the bad guy," and it's in flames. And it was all black and white. And the dude that was doing it was like, "If you come back, I'll color it in for free." And I was like, "All right, sure." So I came back and colored in for free, and then I started getting tattoos with color on me. But at first, I wanted them to look like the West Coast Chicanos, how they got like the black and gray wash and stuff like that. I thought that was like the coolest looking shit ever. And
What was your first tattoo?
Hatchet Man on the back of my neck.
nice.
Yeah. One thing, my mom asked me, wait till you're 18. So like I waited, and as soon as I turned 18, I went and got the Hatchet Man on my neck. And I was gassing myself up all for it. Like, oh man, go get this done. I went in, gave him the design. He put it on my neck. He was like, zzz. All right, you're done. I was like, Really? That's it. That's it. Because I like that was the outline. I didn't get it colored in or anything like that.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
It's just been on from there.
Now, what would be what's the most painful tattoo you've ever gotten?
I would have to say we were just talking about this the other day. Probably my chest.
Oh,
My chest was no joke whatsoever, and I got two the Joker scars from my CPO on my shoulders, and they weren't no joke either. They hurt.
You have anything on your spine?
Yeah, I got on the top right here. I got the Ringmaster one.
Okay.
And the ones on my back did not feel great whatsoever. But if I had to say, probably most was my chest. The chest was not good at all and hurt.
That's a crazy thing too. It's like I want tattoos so bad. The pain I'm not like freaked out about. It's just the fact that it's gonna be a prolonged type of thing.
Yeah. Well, at first it like starts hurting at first, and then all the endorphins in your body just start attacking. So then it's just like, but then it basically just feels like a brush burn, and that somebody just keeps on rubbing.
Yeah,
It's not that bad, but
see, I think the worst one I had was on my elbow.
yeah,
That shit fucking
the
hurt.
elbow is no joke. I got close to the elbow, but I haven't gotten anything actually on my elbow yet. Yeah, like if people are like your neck didn't, like, believe it or not, this didn't hurt. Yeah, it hurt obviously because it's a needle hit.
So what's it say on your neck there, CD?
It says Steelers.
He's always talking shit on his Steelers, but he has a big Steelers tattoo on his neck.
And if you want to know the damn truth, that's the reason it's there, because I was talking shit on the Steelers. And I forget what year it was, but it was the year that they had to go on the road every game. And I was like, if they fucking win the Super Bowl, I'll get a fucking Steelers tattoo on my neck.
They won the Super Bowl.
And they fucking won the Super Bowl.
That's fucking funny.
And me being the drunk guy that I was, I just pulled up my end of the bed. So, yeah, it's what drinking will do to you.
Who's your favorite team?
The Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But the thing is that I don't really hate the Steelers.
He has a tramp stamp of the Patriots.
I wish I did. I want to put Brady's face right under it. But I don't hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers fans.
Yes.
That's what pisses. That's what I don't like about them, because they're just
Shout out to Crack.
they're just like everything in the NFL has to revolve around the Steelers, and it's like it drives me absolutely nuts. I'm like, no, like,
The obsession is insane.
yeah, like I like the Steelers. I want to see them win, but like if they're doing shit, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is their year. No, they're doing shit, bro. Like they're not doing good. Like, quit fooling yourself. That's what kills me about the Steelers.
I've always never been a big fan of like Ben Roethlisberger. I can admire him getting us through how many Super Bowls? I don't even know. Like, how many was it?
He won two.
Yeah, two. But like, just
They would have won three.
But
From
just as
what
a
I
person,
understand,
he just seems like a dick.
yeah. Oh, yes. I'll tell you. Here's a story about my father meeting him. My dad was. They said it was. This is his story. You know, my dad has some great stories, but he was at Toys R Us, and I guess he was looking at Nerf guns and stuff like that. And because he always, when we were kids, he bought us Nerf guns, and he bought me whatever I didn't have, he bought my brother so that we had them all. But he was talking to my youngest brother, and he was like, just looking down, paying no attention. And he heard somebody over there to the side, a couple people, and he picks his toy up, and he's like, man, isn't this cool? And it was like Ben Roethlisberger with like two other people. And Roethlisberger like blew him off like, oh, fucking, and like walked away. And from that second, my dad was like, fuck him. Like, he's a bitch. You know what I mean? And I've heard that from numerous people, that he's just a fucking asshole. Like,
His younger days, I've heard that. I think he matured a little bit, though, towards the end, according to people I've known.
Yeah.
Yeah, after he settled that lawsuit.
Yeah, first time I actually saw him, like it was at Fox and the Hound across the street from Giant Eagle, whenever they was still around. He was a big dude.
Yeah.
But then, like, I saw him again, like, years ago at the Steelers training camp. I'm like, did he get shorter?
Yeah, he's not one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I'm so bitter with football. I like football, but it's just like we went to that preseason. That was
the
fun,
Lions.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So many freaking red flags, dude. It was ridiculous. Like 20, 30 of them. Like, just let the guys play for shit's sake.
Yeah.
Especially in a preseason game, too.
Yeah. It's like, you know, they're not going to be perfect. Their adrenaline's going through the roof. Let's let them do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. My cousin has season tickets, so I was going. I try and pick a game every year to go with her and stuff. Last year we got to go to the Patriots game where the Patriots dogged the Steelers. It was great. The Patriots are coming this year too. Hopefully, get to go to that. But I went to the Bengals game last year too. I think Bengals beat the Steelers then too. Yeah, so I'm on a good roll right now. But then if it's not against the team that I'm a fan of or whatever, I just go and act like I'm a disgruntled Steelers fan. You guys stop! Throw the damn ball. You know what I mean? Because when I went to the Patriots game last year, I wore a Patriots jersey, and they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Dude, every time I come, I wear a Steelers jersey. They're playing my squad now. I'm wearing a Patriots jersey. Not a chance."
Exactly. You know, it's like, be you. Just do it. Why not? You know, people are going to hate no matter what they want to do. You know?
Exactly. And then that was another thing. Like back in the day, I used to have. It wasn't like there was players on the team that I just loved. Like Polamalu obviously was my favorite. He's still to this day like my favorite football player ever. Like James Harrison, my favorite. Like this beast, Heinz Ward. Like there's just people there that I like on the team that I just loved on the team. And like now there's and then people what kills me is like maybe I'll start liking the guy, but then people try shoving him down my throat.
Yeah.
Like TJ Watt. I want to like him, but people shove him down my throat. Like I don't want to like him because you're telling me to like him. I want to like him because he's a dog. Like I know he is. If he can stay healthy, he would be a beast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's.
So what about them buckos over there?
Hey, I'm a fan. I'm a Pirate guy.
Killing it. I'm not gonna be one of them people that is like raises dollar answer every time. You know what I mean? But it's good to see them doing their thing. I believe that they're gonna do something good this year, like way better than before because.
As long as they at least get in the playoffs, man, that's all I want.
I definitely think they can. And my thing is about the difference between this year and all the other years is like it's a young, hungry team. You know what I mean? Before they just had a good team that got them there. Like now it's like a young, hungry team, and I honestly think that the whole pitch clock thing like helps them, like because they're a fast team. You know what I mean? They're young and fast. And I think has a lot to do with helping them get what they want to accomplish done. And it's nice. I like it. I'm excited for it.
I need to get to a Pirate game this year. I haven't been to one yet.
Went today.
Oh,
With
nice.
school. School had a field trip to it, and they went. And they only stayed. They didn't stay the whole game, but they went for a little bit. Got the $1 hot dogs.
Nice.
He said he ate like 6 of them. Which don't surprise me at
all. Yeah, the manager of my work was going to the game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they won. I guess 6-2 or something like that. I think.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
You know, I used to hate baseball. I used to hate it because I used to play Little League, and I was so bad, dude. It was awful. I was the wimpiest kid on the team. I was like 12. Now I actually love it. It's because it's relaxing. You don't have to do much if the ball's not coming your way. It's like, hey, let's go that way. I'll let John handle it. You know, I'll just hang out here until someone throws me the ball. But it's just, you can go there, hang out, bullshit with people, and just watch it.
Yeah.
You know, I went there with one of my friends, and we just had a few drinks, and we were just fucking around, taking random pictures of people whenever they, weren't looking because we were hunting aliens.
Yeah.
It sounds silly, but it was good.
Well, that's what like I said, when I tell people all the time when I was young, you know what I mean, like Three Rivers Stadium and shit. My mom used to take me to Pirate games constantly.
Back when Bonds and Bonilla and all them were around.
Yeah, like the late '80s or early '90s, I was at Three River Stadium like it was another home. And my mom would take us there. This is when you could take your own coolers and stuff in. So my mom would take it. This is what she told me. She would take like the Coca-Cola and like pour some out and pour rum in them and then take them in. You know what I mean? And we'd get there hours before the game would start. So we could see like the batting practices and stuff like that. And we'd have seats like way up in the nosebleeds, but there would be nobody there. So she would let me and like my friend or my cousins or whatever, we'd run down and we'd be at the dugout getting balls signed by the players and stuff like that, and watching them do the batting practice and all that stuff. And like I literally still got a ball to this day, like signed by the guys, like Jay Bell, Tony Womack, and like Orlando Marcet, like Lloyd McClendon. Like this ball is signed. I still got it to this day. Like it's just nuts. And I just used to spend so much time at Three River Stadium when I was a kid. It was crazy. Like baseball was life. Like
I think that was a quote from the Sandlot movie. Baseball was life from James Earl Jones.
yeah, it was, dude. It was everything that I did revolved around baseball.
Well, talking about all that baseball stuff, what about softball?
There we go.
Now softball is life. Now it is life for me. It's
man.
basically all day, especially in the summertime, all day, every day.
It's a good way to keep in shape too.
Yeah, play. Like I was telling Sean on the way over here, it's about probably playing on like last year. I was on 6 teams. I played 7 days a week.
Whoa.
The most I played 15 games in 1 week, just nonstop.
Holy crap.
Like I'd leave, I'd play double headers. Some of the leagues I play in a double headers, so I'd play double headers there, leave and go play in another league, double headers, and just nonstop. Our season actually starts this Wednesday, and I cannot wait.
That's awesome.
You playing up Venucci at all?
Yeah, Wednesday, 8 or 6:30, I think it is.
If I have my guys or something, maybe we'll stop up again one of these days.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would love to see you play, dude. That'd be cool.
Definitely, I'll let you know when. Like I said, I got games all the time. My team is called the Black Sheep. We actually won the championship last season and got moved up a division. So better competition and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Like, I'm excited. We upgraded our team a little bit. And basically, we just got better girls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not that we had bad girls. We just got girls that are better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that without.
Yeah, they've been around long enough where they have a skill that's more superior.
Yeah, exactly.
No offense to the other. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I ain't trying to put my other girls down, but we got some better girls now.
Well, your daughter plays for you too, right?
Yeah. She's a freak in right field.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Like, and everybody thinks like she's all skinny blonde, you know what I mean? They're like, we're gonna hit it the right field. Meanwhile, she will catch anything that gets hit over there, and if you try and run on her, she got a cannon.
Damn. How many kids do you have?
5.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the Brady Bunch over there. He's trying to start his own basketball team.
There we go.
I'll just start 5.
Have them form a band.
Yeah. I have to get my Joe Jackson on.
But go back to music again. Why don't you tell some of the people like you've worked with, opened up for shit like that?
There's been quite a few. But one of my biggest things that I freaking always tell people is I opened up for Head PE twice, which was great because they were one of my favorite bands growing up. Like definitely underground it, like not too many people really got down with, but I opened up for them a couple of times. Opened up for D12, opened up for Potluck, Prozac, Says Crew, a lot of underground groups.
Jelly Roll too, didn't you?
No, I've hung out with him a couple of times. So, but yeah, and this is before he became famous.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. I've actually been listening to Jelly for close to 15.
Yeah, I remember when you were like hanging out at the bar with him or whatever.
Yeah, and that was like a wild one. It was just like after he got off his set, he was just coming out talking to people, and we started like busting it up, and he was like, "Oh, go hang out at the bar. And when everybody leaves, I'll come over." And You know what I mean? Like he kept like us, like probably like maybe 10 of us like that and shit like that. But he's like, I'll come over, and he just came over and was just kicking it, like, and he was just sitting right next to me, bullshitting and stuff like that, and like he remembers me as like the tall tattoo neck dude from Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? So it's like when I got tickets to a show this summer, probably won't get to kick it with him or anything like that because it's out Star Lake. You know what I mean? But like, it's so crazy from seeing where he came from as
how big he blew up.
Club, just doing local clubs to fucking. I was doing the
Well, he had
tours.
like the top rock and country song at the same time, and that incarceration festival in Mansfield, there was like 100,000 people there.
Yeah. He won the most CMAs the other like at the Country Music Awards. He won 3 for like best male artist, best new song, and like I forget what the other one was, but like it's just so crazy to see like how he is. Like I said, how he's came from just doing the shows to how big he is right now. It's. I feel like I was part of the growth, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how many people that I've been like, you gotta hear this dude, you gotta listen to this dude, you gotta listen to this dude.
I'm pretty sure you put me on the Jelly Roll.
There's a lot of people that was just like, you gotta listen. Like this dude is dope. Like I knew that he was gonna be like he was just different. He was different than any of the other dudes that I ever heard before. And then there's like a lot of people now that are starting to hate on him because of how he's like just kind of switching into the real country type style and shit. And it's just like what Jay-Z said, like you want my old shit, go buy my old albums.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
It's all about evolving. Like
That's
why
the
do
thing
you
with
want somebody to stay the same their whole life? You want to see somebody grow and succeed and be something different than they really were. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you got to progress for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like you can have like 10 albums, and if somebody doesn't like the other half of your discography, it's like, well, the other half is still there.
Yeah,
keep listening.
Exactly. And he actually, from what I'm understanding now, he's about to. He just dropped a song with Hollywood Undead. What was it, yesterday or?
Your Jelly Roll Day?
Yeah.
I like Hollywood Undead.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I used to, and they're even they even evolved into like they're not what they used. You know what I mean? They're still kind of, but they've evolved too. It's like you can't stay stuck in the same rut forever.
Yeah,
and like the people that do, it's just like you get their album and you just know exactly what's about to happen.
And that's the thing too. It's like a band like Slayer. They've stayed Slayer.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But his voice, the drum, the guitar and everything.
Exactly.
I mean, and I don't mind that too, but it's like you said, sometimes change is good.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, some people ain't gonna like it. It's like it's like a director, if you expect every single type of movie that they're gonna make, I mean, and then they make something new, like, whoa, where did this come from? Well, try something different. I mean, like you, don't you know?
Exactly.
I mean, is there any like artists like that you've like discovered like recently, like this year or last year, or even before that? You're like, wow, damn, okay, they're gonna, yeah.
I'll tell you what. There's this guy, like I've really gotten into recently, and it was real weird because I'm really into I like Yellow Wolf a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to see him, and this guy, his name is Doobie, which he's from Ohio. He's a little white dude, you know what I mean? And the first time I saw him was on tour with Yellow Wolf, and he went on, and I was not feeling. I was like, "What is this?" You know what I mean? So I just never gave him like any type of love, or listens or anything like that. And then Yellow Wolf put out a CD. What the I can't remember which one, but it was this, no, what was it? Trunk Music 3, and then Doobie was on there. I was like, oh, it's dope. So then I started listening to like his actual albums. Like he puts out a lot of singles, and dude, he kills it. Like, he has a lot of good music on it, and it's like, man, I slept on this dude for 2 years now. You know what I mean? Because based off of his performance at the show, it wasn't the greatest performance at all, like by any means. But like if you sit back and listen to his album, like his singles and stuff, he has some really good songs. Like, and I really like it.
I'm sure it's hard to replicate like everything you've made on like a CD and in front of a crowd. I'm sure you can relate to that too.
Well, the thing about was he was just starting out at the time that he was on there with Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I don't know if he didn't have the stage presence perfected or anything like that, but like I said, it was really good. It was like his songs are really good. The little singles that I got to listen to. And like another guy that I opened up for before he was big was Cassie. I opened up for him down the Smiling Moose. I don't even remember when, but he wasn't anybody. And nobody would buy tickets to the show because they didn't know who it was. And I was still trying to sell him on the point that you started to catch 20 rookies. You know what I mean? You started to catch 20. Like, come on. And nobody wanted to. And like now Cassie's like that too. He's huge. He's big too. I'm like, man, I was on him before that. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of these dudes is like I just like, and they're more of like what's going on in their life type shit. I don't want to listen to somebody that's rapping about bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, see, that's, I mean, I know like ICP always gotten a lot of flack and shit, but they always were one of the best storytellers to me.
Yeah,
and they were always funny too. Like they were funny storytellers. That's why I think they had such a big following.
Yeah, I love anybody that could tell us a story. Like I always tell, like DMX is my favorite rapper ever.
Oh,
he was a great storyteller. Great storyteller.
Yeah, what he was, when did he pass away? That was like 5-10 years ago or something.
It was only like it was like 2. Yeah, it was recently.
I don't even know why I thought it was longer than that.
All right, we got your girl actually on here.
Oh yeah,
so I'm gonna bring her on.
Oh, here we
go. What's up, Britt?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
So where are you at right now?
So I'm actually at Dr. Tumbledee's in the Storyville Lounge. I was gonna show you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, Jen actually wants to do a photo shoot there. We've talked about it before even I was talking to CD about it. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm able to flip my camera on here.
Try it, girl. Try it. Flip that shit.
Let me see. Nope, I turned it off. Well, I could show you this way. Hold on. So I'm in the process of cleaning the lounge. We have a private event tomorrow, but
okay.
You see.
Oh, that's cool.
Super cool. And it's like
really cool actually.
When it's put together, like I have the tablecloths off. They're getting washed tonight and everything, but it's really, really a cool spot whenever it's all put together. We have our little we have like a tarot card reader that will come in for some of the events, and this is her little room in here. And
that's sick.
A lot of fun. But yeah, I saw the link and I was like, I'm gonna sit here and watch. And now Tyler's on me. She's like, I want to go home. By myself. I was messaging Chris. I'm like, can you come here when you're done? Because I just hate being here by myself.
So you gonna tell us a scary paranormal story that happened to you?
Do it.
Nothing like super crazy has happened here. What? Oh, she said tell it to the fans. I mean, I've just had some creepy things happen in the past. I don't know.
Well, we're waiting.
I mean, all right. Well, I don't want to. I get creeped out here by myself.
You shouldn't have went and go see that movie earlier.
I know, right? We went and saw The Evil Dead Rise or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you like it?
Yeah. Did you like it, Ty?
What movie was it?
Evil Dead Rise. I thought it was going to be scarier than it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to be scared at 2 a.m. when I walk down my hallway to go back to my bedroom from the bathroom, I'm gonna run and jump into my bed. But it wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
It's definitely gory.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
especially
It
the end.
was.
Good lord.
yeah. Well, I have mine's like has to do with a little kid. One of the absolute scariest times of my entire life. I was over a friend's house, and she said she had to work the next day, and nobody would babysit for her. And I'm like, well, I can do it. Like, I'm gonna be here anyway. Like, I can stay with her. And she's like, oh, that would be great, So the next day, she like leaves for work, and the little girl's like acting so weird. She keeps making this face, like, I can't explain it. She's like it's like the weirdest thing ever. She does it like over and over and over again. And she's looking at me and she's going, and I'm like, what are you doing? The TV won't work, will not turn on. It's just a white screen. Nothing, I couldn't do anything to like distract us. I'm just making like a long story short because it's really scares me. And she's like pointing at her shoes and her coat and at the door. And I'm sitting, there's like a reclining chair like in the corner. And I'm sitting in there and she keeps like pointing at me and like making that face. And she's like pointing at her shoes and her coat and she wants to leave. And she went out of there. And like I said, the TV wouldn't work. It was just a really scary thing. And I just felt like drained. Like I could just feel like it was just so scary. There was like more to it, but those are like, that's like the main thing. And of course, then when our mom comes home from work, I'm like telling her, I'm like, this was the weirdest thing. Like the baby wouldn't come. She was like 1 or 2. The baby kept making this face and she's pointing at me and she's freaking out and she like didn't want to be here. It was like so scary. And she's like, oh, that's funny. She's like, we moved in here because this was my uncle's house. He died in here and that was his chair in the corner.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, I've never went back there again. But it was so weird. I felt like so drained and like I never experienced anything like that before. And like I felt like that for a little while. Even after I went home, took a shower, relaxed, and like later on I started to feel better. But that was the first time I ever like really like knew something really going. You know what I mean? Like no one can tell me that it wasn't, because it was. It was.
So he was saying that you wanted to come on a ghost hunt with us. So we put you somewhere by yourself. Would you do it?
I don't know. I've been on ghost hunts before, and I do become like a big sissy at the time, like when it comes down to it, because I feel like I like am very sensitive to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I do. And like I even have like our tarot card reader that we have here told me the other day, she's like, I need to talk to you. You need to call me. I need to talk to you because you have so many people here with you that are trying to reach you, that are trying to talk to you, and you're shutting them out. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm scared. I don't want to talk to them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So yeah, that's one of my experiences. I've had a few, like I said, like just another creepy thing that happened to me when I was little. Well, I like a teenager. It was a dream that I have another one though. It was a dream I had. What'd you say? What did you say?
No.
I had a dream that like I came out of my bedroom and there was like a bunch of people hanging in my like all through the whole living room and everything, and they were dressed like pilgrims, and it was the weirdest thing ever. They were all just hanging from the ceiling. That was really weird, but that was an actual dream. There has been actually more than one person that has told me that they've seen a little girl laying with me whenever I was sleeping. I've never seen it, but more than one person has told me that.
Her name's Tyler.
No, this was before Tyler. Way before.
Well, see, you were talking about like lucid dreaming the other day.
Yeah, yeah, I could. It's weird. That's just some weird shit.
I used to be able to like do that all the time, but like these days it doesn't seem like it like works anymore or something. I don't know.
Dude,
just like control your dream. Like
it's just it was crazy because this is the weirdest. I was talking. It was basically I was talking with my aunt in my dream, and I was telling her how I seen my cousin that passed away in my dream. And she was like, you didn't see him. You didn't see him. I was like, yes, I did. She was like, you can't see faces in your dream. I was like, I can see your face right now and I'm dreaming. Like, what are you talking about? And then she just got all pissed off and like walked out of the room and disappeared. But it's
I
like
to-
I could do that. Not all the time, but more often than not, I can go like just control my dreams, like what's going on, and I'll realize that I'm like if something bad happened, I'm like I'm just fucking dreaming.
Can you wake yourself up?
Yeah,
I could do that too. Like I used to.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then like I could wake myself up, like go to the bathroom, come back, go to sleep, and right back
in
into the same dream.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
Like I didn't even miss a beat.
Ask the date next time. Ask the date, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok that if you ask the date in your dream, that the people in your dream get really, really, really ticked off.
Yeah, why do I want to tick them off?
Turn that dream into a nightmare.
To tick everybody off.
So do you all dream in color? Because I dream in color. Because they say that's like not common either. Like
I do definitely. Definitely. It's crazy because I was at the one dream that I had when I was talking to my aunt. The dream that I was talking to my aunt about in the dream was basically I was hanging out with my cousin and he was a kid, and like as the dream went on, he like grew up. And then I was trying to get him to come with me, like, oh, come on with me, you know what I mean? Because my cousin had passed away from an overdose, and it, like in the dream, he was trying to go hang out with a crowd that was just like not the crowd that he should have been hanging out with. So I'm like, come with me, come with me, come with me, and he just wouldn't come with me and shit. And then all of a sudden, like I was there, like trying to push me out of the house that I was in and shit. It was like crazy, but it was all in color and like I could remember everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I like ended up going out of the house and I was like up on this road, and they ended up leaving. We're down on this road down there, and I'm like hollering like, "Yo, come here, like get over here!" And like he just like basically like walked away and shit like that. And that's like that's the second dream that I had like that. I had a dream like that was with my dad, who had just passed away in July.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Thanks. But it was crazy because it was like I was on like out at the airport on the road, you know what I mean, on the fucking escalator thing on the floor. Yeah. I was going this way and my dad was going that way. And I was like hollering, like, yo. And he just like didn't acknowledge it. Kept going, yeah, that was a fucked up dream. And it was just wow. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, my dad died in 2011, and I still dream about him sometimes, which is crazy. My mom too, but she was in 2018. But
it's just wild. It's like there's some people that like they'll talk about that their loved one or whatever passed away, and just like they want to dream about it. I'm like, that's probably why you don't. It's because you want to. So it's just like I don't go to sleep like I want to dream about because every time I do, I wake up like fucked up, like feeling in a fucked up mood. Like I kind of wish I didn't dream about them like that because it was my dreams be so fucking real. Like I'm like sitting right there with them.
Oh yeah,
like just bullshit. Like
it's like that's a weird thing. Like I mean, you knew my dad, CD. Yeah. Like you knew he was blind and everything in a wheelchair and all that shit. But obviously he wasn't like that up until I was in high school. So like usually when I dream about him, like he's normal, like walking around, you can see, shit like that.
Yeah. It's just wild, like how the brain works, especially sleeping. Like you're sleeping. It's supposed to be resting your brain. That's what my buddy says, like, that's probably why you're so fucked up, because your brain never rests. So, you know what I mean? Like, it never does. It never does. It's always going a million miles a second.
You can have so many dreams happen at once.
Yeah.
You wake up and you go back to sleep for like 10 minutes, you had another dream, then you just do the same thing over and over. It's like, holy hell.
Yeah, I heard that it's like, what you don't actually dream all night while you're sleeping. It's like the last 15 minutes before you wake up.
Really?
It's like, that's what I heard. Anyways. I don't know. But yeah, it's not like it's when you go to sleep, you're dreaming the whole night. It's like the last 15 or 20 minutes right before you wake up is supposed to be like when you're the height of your dreaming or something like that.
That's nuts. It's like, because like last month, we had to put down our family dog, and a couple of days after that, before I went to bed, I was like, God, can I please dream of Max? And it happened.
It's crazy.
I dreamed where I went in my parents' backyard. My dad was getting loaded on beer, and I just saw Max wagging his tail and everything. And I was so overjoyed by it. I woke up, I'm like, damn it.
Sometimes it be like that. Like, man, it's just nuts.
Oh yeah.
CD, you know who that is?
Who?
It's actually he goes by Frater Crow now, but he was Skippy Ickham.
For real?
Yeah, because I just had to look it up because it just says Facebook user on here, so I looked it up and see who it was.
I was gonna say, where's this sack of nuts?
Raider, what's up, brother?
He's talking about CD.
Oh,
What's up, sack of nuts? Oh, Raider's the man.
That's funny. I haven't seen him in a fucking hot while either.
First time I met him was at the Anchorage mansion, and then we shared a hotel room together.
Nice.
They shared a bed together too.
Yeah. It's like a Christian in the room and a Satanist in the room, or whatever he was. You know, it was cool. It was like, oh, this is where the occultists are out. It's like, this is cool. it was kind of funny. That's how we became buddies.
I guess.
And
Brittany left. All right.
did he?
I think she was saying
No, that's fast.
I think she probably had to get back to cleaning up.
Yeah.
That's fucking good. She joined a
What's her name? Oh, Britt's her name. How long have you guys been dating?
little over 2 years.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah, that's cool. How'd you guys meet?
It's wild. She said, yeah, I figured that she was gonna go back. She was actually my sister's friend
Cool.
back. They're still friends, but yeah. It wasn't I don't know how it happened. It just happened. It was organic, if you say.
That's awesome, man. Dating world's tough anymore, too, man.
Yeah.
Girls have cooties.
Yeah, they're yeah.
Yeah, they're a handful.
I've been around.
You are a horror film.
Shut the hell up. You're not wrong, but shut the hell up. You're at my house, damn it. You're not wrong at all. Trying to make up for lost time.
See, even Britt said cooties for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's way too funny, man.
So, CD, when you gonna come on a ghost time with us?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I mean, when we can actually catch a ghost.
Ooh, you hear that?
What are your beliefs or whatever?
We got to get a proton pack. I'm with it.
There we go, man.
I mean, you want to go dressed like that? I mean,
We got to get one of the box. I couldn't remember what the name of the box was.
Yeah.
That they slid out and stepped on the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and opened
What
up.
is that? I don't remember what that's called.
That's why I couldn't remember what it's called either.
Something.
I'll never forget. And my friend had one of those, and I was so fucking jealous of him. I wanted that shit so. But he had the whole thing. I didn't get it. Like he had the proton pack, and that thing. You stepped on it, and it opened up.
Some of that shit's expensive as hell, man.
Yeah, especially for fucking in the 80s or whatever it was when I was a kid. It wasn't getting.
Brett said she wants to go on a ghost hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go whenever. I'm
Yeah,
down.
when we can do another public one too.
I don't know.
Down.
Whenever we have time.
Yeah.
This whole year is just so packed with stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta start working corner jobs again because I can't keep up.
Well, CD always got softball though too. So
Yeah. I mean, I could. It depends. You know what I mean? It
when
depends.
softball rental.
Fuck. It never stops, dude. It never does. Like I'm one of the there's a few of us that play year round. You know what I mean? But in the wintertime, it slows down a lot. It's not like summertime is every day. Wintertime, it's like you gotta either go somewhere warm or
Indoors or something.
place. You know what I mean? And those are few and far between. We could go to a couple indoor tournaments in Ohio and shit like that.
Where's the farthest you've gone to play?
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
How long were you in Vegas for?
Weekend.
Yeah,
That was a tournament.
Yeah, it was a tournament. It
How'd you
was.
do?
We went 3-2.
Okay.
We didn't. I think we were.
It was like double elimination or something. Or?
Yeah, and it was there was probably like a couple hundred teams, and they got like this place that it's the craziest sports complex I've ever been to. It's like 8 fields all in one, and they're all modeled after MLB stadiums.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's real dope. All turf fields. It was dope.
So was your whole team from Pittsburgh, or did you?
No, it was a draft. It was like a draft tournament. Like you just sign up and you play with people from all over the country, and like, quite a few of them I'm actually like real still tight with. You know what I mean? Like I did one down in. I went to Panama City for a tournament last year or whatever, And there's people on that team that I'm still tight with that I talk to all the time. Like once you play softball with somebody, they're fucking friend for life.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were out there in the trenches getting it.
Remember, we used to have softball Sundays back in the day all the time.
Yes, I love that. I
Softball
love
Sundays
that.
and shit. Used to have cookouts and hang out and
Nice.
drink and shit.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It's like I always invite Crack to come play softball too. He's like, I gotta work.
Crack's a grumpy old man anymore, man.
Yeah,
Really? I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't even seen him too much on Facebook lately. Now that I think of it.
Well, he was saying that he was like going to be on Twitter. He was like, "Oh, I like Twitter better anyway." So
Twitter
It's
drives
all
me nuts.
porn.
So
We were just talking about that yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I'm not on it, but freaking, that's what my buddy was talking about. He's like, it's all porn now. No wonder Crack's on there all the time.
And I've noticed that too. They're very uncensored.
Yeah, there's
Actually, I think Instagram is pretty much like that too with certain things. I follow a page and this photographer dude, he posts these photos of these women and they're naked. I'm like, how the hell is like he getting? I mean, go you for you able to do that, but
well, they're freeing the nipple on there. You know, but it's got to be classy. You can't just be out there like boom. Like a lot of it's like see-through shirts and stuff like that. Like I had my little fun with just following Instagram. I deleted everybody, like all the I just came to the realization like, why am I following all these?
Right.
Like why? So I started deleting them, and I didn't even fucking realize how many I was following. I was following 2,000 people, and I was starting to delete. I'm thinking like 800 people, and they're all just people. You know what I mean? Like they're just like actual people that I know or famous people or something like that. I was like, I did not know that I was following that many like Instagram models. Like
my original Instagram page got hacked. So that's why, like, I have now fucking, like, I don't have anybody on there now. I don't even really go on there. I'll go on the bump page, but I don't go on my personal page really at all.
I kept sending him animal porn. He's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, mine got hacked too because I opened up a damn link that one of my friends sent to me. That was a bad idea.
I don't know. Somebody was, like, posing as me and shit.
Yeah. I always think you had to
remember that. I think I remember that. That's crazy.
You can't be too careful anymore. Like even my mom's like, "Oh, stay away from Facebook. There's bad people on there." I'm like, "There's bad people everywhere."
Yeah,
you can't escape it. I mean, that's that's what we were talking earlier about.
That's why Phil just sends all his nudes on Snapchat.
Come to think of it, I think I'm overdue.
I actually got rid of Snapchat because it was just like there was a point in my life where Snapchat was the only one I did.
Yep.
And everything I was doing was Snapchat. I didn't have Instagram. I wasn't messing with Facebook. I didn't have anything. It was just Snapchat. And then like I just got tired of looking at everything. I wasn't getting no followers, and I was following the same people. So it was just like I was just tired of looking at.
Well, you were talking about Twitter being all porn. I swear I only get friend requests from like porn all on Snapchat.
Yep.
That's like all whatever it is.
Yeah, that's all fucking fake. That's another reason why I got rid of it. It was just like, so-and-so follows you, so-and-so follows you, then you click on them, and it's like, go to my link and you'll see my kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good, dude.
Then you look at the name, you're like, I think I know this person, so no, I don't.
yeah. I added like I think I added like 3 people. I swore it was somebody that I knew, and I was like, I don't know you.
It's like, wow, you grew up. Yeah,
you're not who I thought you were.
Yeah,
like, you're not the Tom from MW that I thought you were. You know what I mean?
That's Tom from MW. That's funny.
Do you subscribe to Phil's OnlyFans?
No.
No, man.
There's only one OnlyFans that I'm waiting for, and it's Britney Spears. I'm waiting for her to break down.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm surprised she don't have one yet.
No, I'm waiting for her to break down, and as soon as she does,
she's a goddamn train wreck.
Oh my god. It's like she's been my babe from day one. Like
she's still beautiful.
I remember I worked at Gateway Clipper, and she was 17 at the time, and we're like similar in age. They had a countdown when she was going to turn 18.
That's bad. That's so fucked up.
I had posters of her on my wall. I loved Britney Spears. Like that was my
Britt said to calm down.
That was my babe back in the day.
Dude, you know who are freaking gorgeous are they? Pussycat Dolls.
Dude, and they weren't even fucking. That's so crazy because I was just watching this thing about the dark side of the '90s. If it's on Netflix, check it out. It's good.
Like
And
Dark Side of Wrestling.
it's basically the same thing, but it
Yeah.
was dark side of the '90s. And there was an episode of River Phoenix when he fucking died outside the
Yeah.
White Room.
Yeah, I think I saw that episode.
And the Pussycat Dolls actually started as just dancers there. That's all they were dancers.
Mm.
And they ended up becoming like a main attraction, and people wanted to see. And then they ended up becoming like the music group, the fucking Pussycat Dolls. Like it was just crazy how they fucking evolved as just like dancers in between bands that were playing at the Viper Room.
Remember Spice Girls? That used to be a big thing too back in the day.
Posh was my boo.
Oh yeah, Baby Spice was mine. She was.
I remember seeing Spice World at the Hollywood Theater.
How was that?
I don't remember, but I remember seeing it there.
Oh, I remember that. That was like the big movie that came out.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Talking about wrestling, CD. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Wrestling. Oh man, I'm not really into it as much as I used to be, but I still follow. I don't like. I'm not sitting down watching Monday Night Raw or anything anymore. But like, I follow the Instagrams, and I mean, I watched WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta watch WrestleMania, no
That
matter.
Royal Rumble for sure.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
Even
SummerSlam
SummerSlam, really too.
Yeah,
SummerSlam's not bad.
yeah. I wish that, like, my thing. I wish they had this. I wish the Survivor Series was like it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they had the teams of 5 and shit like that. Like, but yeah, like, I thought the WrestleMania was pretty decent this year.
Who would be your top 5 wrestlers from any wrestlers now or later or earlier rather?
That's a crazy question, but yes, I would have to like. I would definitely say. Like,
Who's your Mount Rushmore, basically?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
My Mount Rushmore would be Ultimate Warrior, The Rock, Macho Man, Razor Ramon, and I know there's somebody else that I'm missing right now too. But
Razor Ramon kind of surprises me.
he was the dope dude. He was so badass when I was a kid. I used to think he was the great. Like, he was great. He was great. And who else can I like Jake the Snake, bro. Jake the Snake was the man. I'll never forget DDT and my cousin about a
Everybody used to DDT, yeah, for sure.
Because I went the wildest was I went to DDT him onto the chair and totally missed and fucking spiked his head off the concrete.
Oh
yeah, and my uncle was about to fucking kill me. Why the fuck would you do?
I was either involved with some shit or around some shit. Like, I remember this one dude, Oompa. Actually, you know Oompa, Sean Moore.
Yeah.
He fucking pedigreed Robbie Longo in a wood chip pile. I thought he broke his neck.
Oh.
He was like having trouble breathing and everything. I thought like he at least was having to go to the hospital.
Jesus,
it was fucking scary.
Yeah, I fucking DDT the dog piss out of my cousin.
Yeah.
I DDT the piss out of him. He'll tell you to this day, he's like, dude, I didn't know where the fuck I was. Dude, I was seeing stars. Like, I totally missed the couch.
We used to throw people through tables and shit all the time, and
the wildest is when I was young. My mom lived over in Mount Auburn. We had this fucking ginormous basement, and when my friends would come over, we'd go down there, and there were couches down there. We turned the couches backwards so that it was like a ring.
Yeah.
And we took all the cushions off the couch and put them in the middle of the ring. And there'd be like 8 of us down there trying to throw each other over the couch. Like, a little rumble, you know what I mean? And like we would be fucking leaking sweat, like really wrestling, fucking each other up.
I miss those days.
It was great. It was great. And like, my one buddy will still talk about it today. We used to there was like 8 of us, and we would all be like, who our favorite wrestler. Like, I loved the Macho Man was my dude until
So was elbow drop your finishing move?
What's that?
Was the elbow drop your finishing move?
Yeah, always, dude. And like, until the Warrior came out, and then I was just like, this dude's fucking great. Like, he was so high caliber, dude. And like, it was just it was just so fun. Like speaking of back when I was saying about the baseball, when we go to the Pirate games and shit. For one of my birthdays, we went there because my birthday's in the summer. We went there, and a bunch of my friends went there. And I had this one little black buddy, and the whole time we were talking about like, oh, we're going back to wrestle afterward. We're going to wrestle. So we're like calling our wrestlers now. You know what I mean? And we all call our wrestler, and my man was like, we're like, Vernon, who you gonna be? He was like, I'm gonna be the Vicious Sarge. Vicious Sarge. And we were all just bugged out like all these wrestlers.
That's
and
funny.
you wanna be Sarge and Slaughter.
Brett actually said something about the Vicious Sergeant Slaughter on there.
Oh, that's funny.
There it is. The Vicious Sarge and Slaughter.
You play anybody in the Cobra Clutch?
Huh? Oh man, he ain't put me in no Cobra Clutch. That shit ain't no joke. That shit hurt.
But that's like, I mean, we used to always do wrestle moves on each other and shit when we were younger, and like they legit hurt. Like you put somebody in a figure four, man, that shit fucking hurts.
The Boston Crab is no joke.
Yeah, like I would let somebody do it to me, but yeah.
Yeah, the Boston Crab, no joke, bro. Especially if someone starts teeing back on that shit.
You know, Ian, Big Ian, he used to be like my size. He lost a lot of weight. You ever met him back in the day? Well, we were both like the same size, and we would do like he would put somebody in the camel clutch, and I put him at the Boston Crab at the same time.
Oh my god, that hurts so bad. Oh
like two big ass dudes like fucking doing that to you. Yeah.
God, it was the one that tapped out first.
I mean, we did it to numerous people. We used to do butt cheeks where we'd fucking like pull our pants down and put our ass on someone's face. We were some fucking bullies, man.
Oh man, that's so good.
We did it to girls too. I remember this one fucking chick like clawed my ass up. Or
God.
We're gonna have to initiate you, Phil.
You're not putting your balls in my face. So you can forget.
Just the ass cheek.
Oh, all right. Just give me fair warning whenever it happens.
My ass cheek.
That's hilarious.
Surprised you haven't done that already. There's all blue
fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude, we used to get it. We used to totally get that shit. Like there was even a point like we came up with me and my cousin because me and my cousin we were more like brothers growing up. You know what I mean? We're 6 months apart, you know. Yeah. I'm 6 months older than him. And summertime, I'd be over his house the whole summer. You know what I mean? And we were tag team partners. And his little brother he's the one that passed away. But he would be our manager. You know what I mean? And we were the everyday kids. And our shit was like we just wear everyday clothes. You know what I mean? We didn't have no speed. You know what I mean? And you know somebody's got to turn heel, you know what I mean? And I'm a fucking heel freak. So I would always be the guy that would turn heel on our manager. Yeah. And I started but fucking there was a point like we would have our white IDs and we fucking because both of us are kind of artistic, you know what I mean? We'd be fucking designing our white IDs with fucking Crayola markers and shit like that. And fucking, you know what I mean? We just wild ass shit back in the day.
Oh, that's funny.
I put all the shoes would have no shoestrings on because I could put them around my arms like the Ultimate Warrior.
That's cool.
And then time and not I tie mine in knots and they forget they're on, fall asleep. You know what I mean? Wake up, my fucking arm all purple.
You gotta turn to get on it.
Dude, the fucking get that shit.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Then we do face paint and stuff like that with Crayola markers. Fall asleep, forget that shit was on. Be out the next day, have fucking Crayola marker on. It was fun, dude. Oh, damn. The days, back in the day, boy.
Oh man, shit was fun back in those days.
Awesome. It was too fun.
Kids are like lame these days.
Stupid lame. Stupid lame.
Even like sports and that, I swear, like kids don't play sports no more as much as like I know when I was my kid's age, you know, my daughter's 19, my son's 21. Like I was playing probably at least basketball every day, if not basketball, baseball, and
something.
Yeah,
something. I was outside all the like. I hated being in the house. Like when it was time to come in, like I'd be pissed. Like, oh man, and especially in the summertime, no school. Like I'm out there. I wasn't allowed out till like noon. You know what I mean? Like before noon, you weren't allowed out. But as soon as it became noon, I wasn't back in until it got dark. And like they said, street like my mom didn't care if I was out past the street lights. But like 10 o'clock, like, yo, you have to come in
Yeah,
now. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, like we're still out here playing, we're still out here getting it. And just be pissed off that I had to be in the house. Like even now to this day, I hate sitting in the
Yeah,
house.
I can't stay in the house either.
Hate it.
Jen's always like, "Oh, you always got to go somewhere." Like, I can't stay home. I don't like
hate
being
it.
home.
Dude, I start like looking at the wall, getting all fucking depressed, and like, man,
Well, that's like
this
during the
sucks.
summer. Like, I mean, Venucci Field, is right down the street from me.
Yeah,
So I'd go down. Like, first game was like 10 or something. I'd be there from 10 to 10, like every day.
every day.
And then, like when I got older, like high school ages, we used to always play basketball every day. We'd do like the same fucking thing during the summer. Like we'd play basketball, we'd go swimming, we'd walk down to Domino's or some shit, like the same shit every fucking day.
It's like I was.
That was like probably one of my favorite summers. You know?
That's what. When I was a kid, we'd stay. I'd stay over my cousin's house, and he lived in Brookline.
Yeah,
and we'd go down to the center.
Yeah,
we had swimming lessons at like.
I probably hooped with you down the center before because we used to come down there all the time. Yeah.
I'd be down there when there was a pool. We'd have swimming lessons. Then we had like the free breakfast, and then we'd go swimming all day. And then if we get tired of swimming, we'd go out and play some basketball. We'd get hot. We'd go back into the pool.
Well, who was it? It was Jason Williams, right? Wasn't he the one that used to run down the center? There was somebody famous that used to play down there, and I swear it was Jason Williams.
I can't even remember. Like
somebody that was in the NBA used to come down there and hoop sometimes. I want to say it was Jason Williams, but I'm not 100% sure. Any from around here?
Am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was him.
It was a white dude. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I can't.
He was in the NBA, but I don't remember who it was.
I don't know, man. I just had to look it up. But dude, that was an everyday thing. Like we were down the center all fucking day, and then like I don't like nowadays. It won't. I mean,
well, did you play up? What was the elementary school in Mount Washington? They used to have the open gym because I've played up there before too.
Prospect.
I don't think it was Prospect.
Whittier,
maybe. I don't know. There was an open gym up Mount Washington. I was playing up there. It was where Glenn Zolch used to live, like his parents lived. It was like by their house.
I don't know. I know that my aunt and shit was cool with Glenn's. What Aunt Patty?
And then we used to play. Even shit, I played up. What was it? Moore? Wasn't it Moore? No, the pool. What was the pool? Remy.
Reams. Reams.
Yeah, we used to hoop at that gym too.
Yeah,
that wasn't even that long ago.
Well,
10 years ago or something, 15 years ago maybe.
Yeah, they just they redid that and like.
So I remember playing with some like teenagers, like we were like all old and shit playing with some teenagers.
Yeah, and then shit, like, yeah. We went out there a couple times and we was doing that fucking shit over in Southbrook for a minute. We were doing that. That was fucking dope.
Where's that at?
In Brookline.
Okay.
It's like an elementary school.
Mount Lebanon too. We used to always play.
Yeah.
I was playing there till probably in my 30s.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time.
Miss those days.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about like kids. Like, shit, if I was 19, 20, 21, I'd be in my prime right now. I'd be playing all the fucking time.
That's what I say. There's some kids that play softball that are like 19, 20. I'm like, dog, if I would have started playing softball when I was 19, 20, I'd be fucking sponsored. I'd be getting paid to play softball right now. Like I'm so pissed. I only started playing softball when I was 34.
How old are you now?
40. I'll be 41 in July. And like if I would have started playing when I was 19, 20, like it would have been a wrap, dude. That would have been fucking. Like I said, I'd be a sponsored player.
So talking about sports and all that. What about bowling, CD?
Bowling. I'm all right. Yeah. I average about a 140. I'm not bad.
Yeah, I haven't been bowling in a long time.
I'm not bad. I'm actually retiring after this season. Friday is my last day.
Hey, retired, fuck out of here.
I mean, I'll play. I'll if we go bowling. I'll go like with friends and shit. But as far as signing up for a league, I'm done with that shit.
Yeah, I haven't been in a league in a few years. I mean, I used to always bowl out Pines Plaza, North Hills, but it was too far. Did you see that Noblestown is actually Bolio or something now? It's not AMF anymore.
For real?
Yeah.
I was born at Kennedy Lanes. That's where I was born at, and it was cool, but like So the number one team, the guys average like 160. You know what I mean? 160. Like the one guy has like fucking 4 300s under his belt and fucking
Yeah.
sponsored by
Holy
Hammer.
shit.
Like you don't have a chance. You know what I
My
mean?
average was like a 154.
Like, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I've went up a lot. Like I started off at like 130. Like I said, I'm like 140,
That's pretty good,
145. Like I pulled a couple 200s. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not as serious about it as everybody is. I just go up there. Like, I
just
just
have
pull.
fun.
Like just
Exactly.
pull. You know what I mean? I'm not up there trying to fucking be the greatest. I just like I just go to have fun. You know what I mean? And like it just became unfun this year because it's like we sat and did the calculation for how much I paid for a league.
Yeah.
$680 for a season, bro.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I know that shit's expensive.
600 is $20 a week for 32 weeks, bro. $680. I can play in 7 softball teams and play all summer, and it doesn't even half of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
and then
insane.
the turnaround league, little kickback at the end of the season is like $150.
Whoa.
Like, dude, I spent $150 in 3 nights eating at this fucking place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because and then their food is fucking. I ain't gonna say it's trash, but they fuck it up every time I order it. No bullshit. This is hilarious. One time I'm there and I'm starving, dog. And I usually wait till like the 5th frame of the second game to order some food, so that I don't get all fucking like full and like ugh.
Yeah.
But I ordered this food. It didn't come out to like the 5th frame of the last game. And as soon as dude came out, he fucking dropped the whole meal.
You're kidding. Oh.
What'd you order?
They were like, "Oh, you want?" I'm like, "I don't even fucking want it now." You know what I mean? Like, I just had to wait an hour and a half for a fucking hoagie and French fries, dog. Like, why do I want to sit here
For a
and
fucking
wait?
hoagie? Yeah.
A hoagie, dog. A hoagie. I'm sitting there waiting for a hoagie and French fries because it comes with French fries. But their food is decent. It's overpriced, but it's decent. It's not worth what they say. But and every time they bring it out, it was missing something. Like a couple weeks ago, I ordered a fucking stuffed pepper casserole, and their stuffed hot peppers are to die for.
That sounds
You know,
delicious.
they're amazing. So I get this, and they're hot. You know what I mean? I don't really do too much hot food.
Yeah.
But like my buddy ordered it, and it just smelled so good, looked good. I was like, I'm getting that.
That sounds
So I go back and I tell the bartender, I'm like, yo, I want that hot pepper casserole. And she literally said to me, like Lee got, which Lee is the guy on my team. I'm like, yeah, exactly like he got. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers bring me out just stuffed hot peppers. I'm like, this is Mrs. Home. So I go back and I'm like, no, y'all just brought me out. What did you get? I was like, I got the fucking stuffed hot pepper casserole. Like you asked me like Lee. You know, like, oh, they're fucking up back there. They're fucking like, what do you mean? Then she bring me out like this big ass thing of pasta. And I was just like, all right, that's cool. So I fucking mixed it all together and ate it. And it was amazing. But it's little stupid shit like that they do all the time. Like their hoagies are fucking great. So that's what I get all the time. Like an Italian hoagie. One time, this fucking bread was so fucking burnt and hard. The fucking meat was burnt. I was like, I ate it. It was good, but it was crunchy as shit. Like, why the fuck I don't want no crunchy ass shit? Like, come on. Whoa, buddy, slow down.
Ooh.
Get a little overexcited there.
That's just
Just blew your load on Phil Cito.
oh,
Like,
not the first load of blown, so you're good.
I know the feeling, bro.
I've had many a fun on that.
Phil's Ted Bundy chair over there.
That chair's had some fun. It still does have some fun too. So
Yeah, it should splash everywhere.
I'm about to bring a blacklight in Phil's house. And
We're like, I am not
that's such a bad idea. It looks like a mayonnaise factory in here.
fucking sitting in cum right now.
You said it, not me.
Hilarious.
Hey, you gotta
It's funny.
I can clean up. I gotta get a fucking couch cleaner. That's so sick. I got problems.
Definitely gotta get one of those the plastic seat covers.
Yeah.
like the fucking
I like
grandmas
that
used to have.
idea. Yeah.
We used to have those on our couch at home where I live right now.
So they said they were like, if your grandma has fucking plastic seat covers, she was a squirter. Oh, come on. My cousin's grandparents used to have they still do. Like when you walk in, there's a living room.
Yeah.
Then there's a dining room, and then there's another living room. But they called it the playroom. But that's where, like the living room, like that's where we sat and watched TV. Like that's where, like nobody sat in the living room. You know what I mean? It's the nice couches and shit, but they had plastic on them. And I guess the thing about that shit, after I saw this, I was like, oh man, cousin's grandma used to have fucking plastic covers. Man.
It's funny how Sean mentioned the couches at his place because the one day we were getting ready to go out of town and I had so much fucking gas and I was sitting on the couch and Jen was over in the hallway or something and I farted. She's like, Phil, did you just fart? I'm like, then I looked at her and she's like, don't fart on my couch. We locked eyes. I was like,
You did her dirty.
I was like, hey, that's what friends do to each other's couches.
Well, there's just sometimes you can't avoid it.
Oh, man. I mean, hell. I mean, the amount of spots that Sean's probably sitting on right now.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God, they're sick.
See, these chair has blood income on it because it's a 10 chair.
This motherfucker is comfortable though. It is, I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you say?
This is comfortable for sure.
Nice. The crank actually like broke, so if you were to arch it, it doesn't actually.
It doesn't even have to. You just push back and it's going.
See, he's just gonna like flip over backwards on camera.
Probably.
I did that one night. I had my buddy and his wife over. He and I were just sitting under just whatever, and then I just like leaned too far back.
That's hilarious.
It was funny as shit.
Oh man.
Well, CD, you have anything else you want to talk about?
Man, I don't know. No, you know what I mean? You keep on throwing off topics. I keep on fucking. Hey, I could talk all fucking night about some stupid shit for sure.
Anything you want to promote or anything?
I mean, I really don't have too much of promotion shit going on, like promotional bullshit going on at all. Like, I'm not doing anything other than working in softball.
What do you do for a living?
Paint.
Paint.
Yeah, paint walls. I paint walls.
You like it?
I love it.
That's
it's
awesome.
It's simple shit. Like
Right.
it's not hard. That's why I do it. If it was hard, I probably wouldn't do it. I'm a lazy fuck. For real.
Britt said burlesque.
Burlesque.
Yeah, we got the well, I don't got it, but she got burlesque.
CD does burlesque, I guess.
They couldn't afford to see that. I only need one tassel though.
You hired for painters because I got to get out of my job.
I mean, not right this instant.
Yeah.
Soon I will. I just started my own business. You know what I mean? So it's like I got to get a couple things under the, you know what I mean, under the belt before I could start being able to afford to pay people.
Nice.
But in the near future, I probably will. You painted before?
I have not, but I'm willing to learn because where I work at, I don't mind it, but it's driving me fucking mentally crazy.
Yeah, it's simple, and for me, honestly, painting is such a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that hate doing it and shit like that, but like,
well, you do art and all that shit anyway, so you paint all that stuff all the time.
Yeah, and it's basically like that, but it's just like being able to like take a fucking flat, like a bare room and like bring color to it. It's just it's cool. I don't know, to me. And like I said, it's like you put on some good music and just fucking paint.
We used to do graffiti in that too, right?
Yeah. That took a couple fucking hefty fines for me to stop that. And that's actually how I got into airbrushing. When I did that, it was like everybody knew that I knew how to spray paint, and then I started doing the airbrushing and getting paid for it. You know what I mean? I used to have the airbrush shop out of Century 3 Mall, which we fucking killed out there. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, you made an audio shirt, that zombie shirt or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, dude, I've made a lot of shirts in my day. In my day, yeah, it was like honestly, that business would probably still be going if the mall never closed.
You heard it caught fire recently?
Yeah, yeah,
And Buffalo Wild Wings caught fire too.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They trying to say that it was like I think it was like fucking homeless people set the fucking place on fire. It wasn't in insurance stuff because from what I understand, West Mifflin or whatever it is has a fucking fire clause against theirs so that that place can't burn down and the people which own it, Moonbeam
Yeah.
Enterprise or whatever, collect some money. So if it were to burn down, West Mifflin would get money for it or some shit like that. It's crazy because I don't know.
That's like, I mean, I'm not gonna mention their names, but that's like that shit at Conneaut with the fucking blue streak catching fire and all that, and like that was suspect as hell.
Yeah,
That's a fucking historic landmark, and it just automatically catches fire.
yeah, yeah. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah,
That's nuts, dude.
That roller coaster is fucking scary.
that shit was rickety as
That's
hell.
what I mean by scary. It's not really scary like no fucking loop de loop, but I'm scared that thing go around
fall
the back.
apart.
That
was the whole like the best part about it.
Yeah, it was like, ooh. And me being fucking, I know you probably
They had
the
like
same
duct tape
problem.
fucking belts and shit.
Yeah, dude, and fucking you're driving around and some of the shit's not even blue anymore. You know what I mean? It's like new wood here, and then you're looking there's like rotted pieces right there. Like Jesus Christ. And one of my problems was like being 6'4", fucking trying to sit.
Yeah.
Knees fucking hit. Oh my god, it was
Yep.
terrible. And then it wasn't smooth going around. It didn't smooth going around the turns. Like, oh man. But that coaster it is good. I love it. Like
Was good.
it was. Yeah, it was. It was.
It's a shame.
That's what fucking Mickey's fucking family is from up there. You know what I mean? So we used to go up there fucking all the time. Like, and it was like there was a lot of potential with that park. When I was a kid, I remember going up
We used to
there.
go there for family reunions and that when I was a
No,
kid.
dude, like the hellhole was fucking
Devil's Den, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
The hellhole was that was the rotor. There was a hellhole.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
The hellhole was the rotor.
Yeah.
And like it was crazy because when we were kids, we'd go on the hellhole and be able to do like flips and like any way you wanted to. But on the rotor, you weren't allowed to do none of that shit. So like the rotor was kind of whack to us. But
Kanye don't care because there's just a bunch of like hillbillies out there. Shit.
Be up there like trying to stand, like sit on the side of the wall. Like, you know what I mean? Be sitting on the wall with like facing straight down. Like, that was dope. Like, yeah, it was dope. It's even like what's that other? What's the other one? Ligonier. Freaking
Idlewild.
Idlewild.
I love
When I was a
Idlewild.
kid, Idlewild was dope. Like I went out there as an adult, and I was like, "What was so dope?"
Crazy how your taste change the older you get.
Yeah. But none of the
They put
rides-
that belt on the roller coaster now, and like I think there's like a weight limit because somebody fell out, like a kid fell out of
Oh,
it.
jeez.
And then that like fake Houdini ride that used to like do the illusion and that they closed that down.
That's-
Wild Mouse I think was closed.
Oh,
like they
Wild
just
Mouse.
like nothing's even open anymore. There.
Yeah, I honestly haven't been out there since probably Cassie was like 5 years old. Like I haven't been out there in forever. I always got past it, or like I remember I was working on a house, actually Kevin McClatchy's house. Kevin McClatchy bought a farmhouse out there, and we renovated it. And we were like, how much money this dude spent on getting this renovated? He could afford his whole house down and bought a new one. You know what I mean? And this was like right after, like right before. I can't remember if he still owned the Pirates or not at the time, but I think it was either right before he sold the Pirates or something like that. But it was fucking, and it was this fucking little ass farmhouse, like right on the road. You know what I mean? I was like, I would have tore this down and built like a mile back off the road.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no other houses on the road. It was just a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Like, just had all this acreage and.
That's when me and Ogface used to do landscaping and that. We cut Casey Hampton's yard.
Nice.
It was back like when he was injured too, so he was actually at home. We didn't see him, but he was actually at home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's when I started working with this one painter dude, and I came on right after they painted Joey Porter's school. You know what I mean? They were like, they got to see Joey Porter all the time. Like a lot of the Steelers were coming in because they were about to open up that school or whatever it was that he has. I was like, that would have been cool. Even though JP's, he's a dickhead. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Anything else? They want to promote any like Instagram or Facebook or any of that type of shit? Or
Man, y'all don't want to follow me. Y'all will hate me. I'm good.
You can follow us though.
Yeah, follow the bump in the night.
We're pretty cool, man.
I mean, we could put a if I don't know how many this is. If I can see if there's how many people are watching or whatever.
right now there ain't none.
Well, I was gonna say you could always put the fucking link for the burlesque. I could get the link for the burlesque thing.
For the what?
For the burlesque thing for the story time. I just seen that's what.
Where's the link at?
I could have. I'll tell her just send the link for burlesque.
When is that burlesque show?
I think it's in there. Yeah, there we go. She's sending it right now. Yeah, she could send that. We'll promote that. I'll get that. Cause it's good. I went up with her the one time, and like I was just a bar back for her because she's a bartender during it. I was the bar back for it. It was cool. It was cool. Like it's really not my type of thing. Like I've never really been into like fucking even strip clubs.
Yeah.
I'm not really into that type of thing. Like I'll give a glimpse and then.
See, I think I'd rather see a burlesque show than a stripper though, because I mean I've done both. Me and Jen went to. Troy was there too. Actually, but we weren't like we were friends, but like we weren't there together. They had Pee Wee Herman burlesque over at Carnegie Stage.
That was dope. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, there she goes. But yeah, it's definitely real cool. And like I always get like one of those I get like a fucking kid.
Yeah.
When I'm fucking one titties I'm not supposed to see pop out. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. It's
Right,
not my thing.
I'm gonna try to share this screen.
I've been to way too many. Well, not too many strip clubs. I've been to, another.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've been to, but I guess they're just. I don't see myself giving my money to something that's not gonna.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Why would I want to pay for this when I can get it free?
Yeah.
Something with.
Yeah, exactly.
CDs that showing up.
Yeah.
All right. So there it is. Storyville Lounge, Friday, May 12th. Doors at 8, show at 9.
And it's a good show.
Say down there. You can tell what it says. You get tickets for that Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a little QR code on there too. You can just scan that.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, it's a good show. It's a good time. A lot of fun. There's a lot of fucking like when I went, it was a different one, and there was some funny shit. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's like a variety show.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's definitely entertaining. Definitely. It's like if anybody wants to do it, check out the link.
Yeah, remind me. Was May 12th? He said. I'm trying to think if we have something May 12th. I think we have something that weekend. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't even know what weekends we have shit anymore.
Let me see. Well, we're at College Hill the night before, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh. I might be in West Virginia still.
Yeah, but I mean they do them every month.
Yeah,
and like it is definitely
need to bring the whole bump crew out.
Yeah, definitely.
But thanks for coming on, CD.
No doubt.
One of these days we're all just hanging out again. We'll fire it up and just fucking go live and bullshit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
See y'all later.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can find us here, and here, and here. forget, everybody needs a little bump in the night.